loved and came to the shows, even the comedy club owners. Oh, we love him back when I make mockery of George Floyd. He said, "F his baby." Said, "F Woody, baby." Oh, y'all laugh. So that's why nobody really like white people. Nobody really like y'all. There's nowhere y'all can go in the world where people don't frown up at y'all.
Oh, you too with the heads with it, with the beat like, man, welcome back to What the Hell. Everything you react to, you gonna be like, what the hell? That thing definitely.
Y'all tap in with me, man. This Big Cal, man, TNP. I got a question out here, man. I just wonder, like I said, this ain't got nothing to do with Charlie Kirk, man, but his death, his untimely death, assassination, whatever you want to call it, kind of solidifies my opinion on how black people, liberals, whoever you want to talk about, people who they want to take plight with America, they want to take plight with white culture only when it's convenient in the black community. It's the only time that we unify in the black community is to try to demonize and look down morally on the white culture in America.
And for the first time, there was a new school of thought that was chemically induced that made people question the very society they lived in. By 1960, the President of the United States was only 42 years old. Can you imagine?
Did it right now. I don't want to hear nothing from you self-righteous libs, Democrats. We're coming for you.
New message.
Y'all know what it is. Betty White.
Okay, y'all. We really need to talk about how Charlie Kirk's fans are trying to blame black and brown people for what happened, just because they were not mourning a man who literally said black people were better off before civil rights since they committed fewer crimes.
It shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil. But what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
And the same people who mocked Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, and countless other black people who were killed are now upset about how people are reacting to Charlie Kirk. It almost feels like there's a common denominator. Anyway, black celebrities are weighing in. Some are trying to be diplomatic, but others aren't holding back, openly saying they have zero sympathy for Charlie Kirk. 50 Cent even dropped a post so reckless he was pressured to delete it. And now, some of Charlie's followers are literally threatening his life. Meanwhile, they've said nothing about the victims of the Colorado school shooting that happened just hours after Charlie was shot. Amanda Seales called that out and made it clear she has no empathy for Charlie. On the other hand, Dr. Umar is urging black people not to celebrate Charlie's death, warning that it sends the wrong message. So what do these reactions really mean? Is it just shock value? Or does it...
It's really something to think about, man. When y'all coming on in here, man, hit that like button for me, man. Subscribe, hit that like button, show me some love. Man, I'm trying to get this perspective of something that's different from the norm. Just trying to break loose from all the hypocrisy. It's what I call it, man. And not to say Charlie Kirk should be celebrated or anybody like that, but it's just like I said, it's not even this whole podcast and video is not about Charlie Kirk's demise. I just want to go off and say that. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. You're jumping on here. This video is not about that, his assassination, untimely demise. This is about the hypocrisy of how I feel like black folks in America hate each other, for one. I'm going to start it with that. Look at the title. Why is it that we only come together to demonize and denigrate white folks? Because doing our daily activities, our daily lives, our culture, the culture of black society, the things we control, morality, family, community, crime, hatred, violent acts amongst ourselves, infighting. Why is it that we only find time to unify under certain circumstances where white people are taking L's, where white people are looked down as when they are going through chaos? we find the moral high ground and want to talk shit and look down our noses in disgust and in humor at their downfall and their trials and tribulation. To me, it's just such a low life loser way and loser mentality of going about life. To me, personally, you know, and I'm gonna go in on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stick with me, hit that like button, and we're gonna delve deep into the mindset of the typical Black American.
Reveal something deeper about America's divisions. Stick around, because I'm breaking down exactly what these celebs said, what they deleted, and why their words are shaking up the conversation around Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Men, women, and children were killed in violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation, but
Racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is
You don't
worse than
think
it has been.
that affected?
The first big name to weigh in was none other than 50 Cent, and in true 50 fashion, he didn't post some polished statement or condolences. Instead, he dropped a screenshot of the moment Charlie Kirk was shot and captioned it. Want to know how I feel about this? I don't know, but I do know it's a good time to shut the fun up. You already know Charlie Kirk's supporters lost their minds. They accused 50 of being heartless, insensitive, and even celebrating Kirk's death. Comment sections lit up with fans saying 50 is over and needs to be canceled for good.
Yeah, man. So like I said, the fun comes for Black folks in seeing white tears. Let's start there. Let's start there, man. Yeah, I'm telling family secrets. Yeah, I'm getting this shit out there because I don't give a fuck. I'm disgusted about white folks, Black folks. The only people that I feel like are actually doing a decent job here are the Hispanics, man. They're putting their heads down and they're minding their motherfucking business. Even though some of them do identify with, the white culture, white society. Some of them do classify themselves as being Anglo or white, or Caucasian, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I actually respect the fact that they put their heads down and mind their own business. You know, they have their issues with illegal immigrants, cartels, violence as well. But one thing they're not doing is flooding the online social media websites with memes, laughter, just all type of just ignorance to them, and stuff like that. It's just disdainful and distasteful for my own community, in my opinion. Just like I said, the way in which we go about things. So it's like when you listen, like I said, when you go online, what do you see? You see, like, not to say Black folks are celebrating, but it's kind of in a weird way they're celebrating the fact that the white society has egg on their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest, they are celebrating the fact that white society for this last week plus has had to wipe egg off their collective faces because they could no longer point the finger at Black people as being the image of violence in America. Now they had their turn to take their chance and step up to the plate to be human, like, because we're all human, like, to be flawed, and to be human is to be flawed. So they've just been able to take these stripes and finally, being able to take off their Superman cape and be able to say, yeah, we're human and we have flaws within our society as well. But my thing is this is my big thing with the Black society, the hypocrisy. We don't do anything to try to help and support ourselves as a community, collectively as a community, but we come together in times of white turmoil. Like, to me, that is the most sickening, disgusting. That shows that Charlie Kirk is right, if you ask me. That's what that shows. That shows that people like Charlie Kirk, hit that like button. That shows that people like Charlie Kirk is correct in his synopsis or his breakdown of Black folks and his allegations or whatever you want to call it. He's right. He has validity in a lot of his cases when he makes these allegations against Black folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, he what's the word when a doctor not prescribes you, but he's basically seen the afflictions of Black folks and called us to task on it. You know what I'm saying? He's seen the afflictions, he's seen the issues internally, and he's called us to task on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has eyes. We all have eyes out here. You know what I'm saying? And he's not wrong with a lot of these assumptions and a lot of these allegations he's tossed out toward the Black community. Like, how do we have outrage, or how do we have time to laugh collectively and make these memes? All this negative talk, all this, this is what, basically laugh at the comeuppance and of or the downfall of white folks. But we don't have time to fix our own communities. We don't have time to love each other. We don't have time to build our families up, build our communities up, build up resources, do anything for ourselves. But we do have time to denigrate and laugh at white folks when they go through problems like this, when they go through acts of violence, assassination, stuff like this. Whatever. We love to turn the eye and the light away from us. You know what I'm saying? And not to say it wasn't a lot of shit going on during this past week. You know what I'm saying? Like where black people had a chance to be emotional and be able to shift the blame on them again. You know what I'm saying? As far as just white bad, black good. You know what I'm saying? As far as the threats sent to the HBCUs and stuff like that, shutting down the campuses, stuff like that. That gives people validity, black folks validity to be able to just continue to say white bad, black good. You know what I'm saying? It's just sickening to me, to be honest with you, man. It just really is sickening to me how we, you know what I'm saying, we have so much time to denigrate and talk shit about white society, man.
Deleted it within hours, but not everyone thought he was wrong. Many defended him, pointing out that Charlie Kirk built his brand on minimizing black suffering, spreading racist conspiracy theories, and mocking black victims of police brutality. Their point was simple: don't expect sympathy for a man who never gave any empathy to us. One fan said, "I'm not feeling any sympathy for someone who would call me every slur in the book. Sorry, book."
See, but here's the checkmate. Here's the checkmate to all black people that want to sit up here and look down their noses on Charlie Kirk, sit down, look down their noses at white society. We don't value ourselves. So that's basically what I'm getting at. I know I've been flustered because I'm very passionate about this situation right here, about this circumstance that I feel like afflicts the black community, because I definitely feel like it's an affliction, is the fact that we have more collective outrage when something happens to black folks from white folks than when we do when black folks denigrate and destroy the black community. And that is one of my biggest issues that I hate, I detest about my own culture. Hit that like button for me if you're jumping on in here. One of my biggest issues with the black community is we have so much disdain for white acts of violence against black folks, but we have none of that same energy when black folks destroy our own communities. We will sit here and circle the wagon on that, but we will come together, kumbaya, write memes, posts, come up with all this insightful rhetoric of how, Charlie Kirk was this, white society is this, you know what I'm saying? How y'all celebrating this man? Just all type of issues. We take time out of our day to sit here and nitpick over white society. Sit here and nitpick over white society and what they're doing on a day-to-day. We got time to waste our time when we should be fixing our communities, when we should be getting married and together with the mothers of our children more. You see all these black families broke the fuck up, broken homes. We should be worried about trying to build schools, churches, all types of things to progress the black community in America. But no, we sit around and we collectively unify to talk shit about white people. So that's my biggest issue with black culture in general, man. That is one of my biggest issues with black culture right now, man. Just being 100% honest, man. I don't give a fuck who it offends. Hit that like button for me if you're jumping on in here, man. One of my biggest issues that I take with my own society, my own community, is the fact that we will unify to talk shit about white issues, but we won't unify to do anything for ourselves. Let's be honest. We won't unify to uplift our own community. How about that? We will not unify to do anything that benefits us as a society, as black folks. Nothing. Shit. Sit around shaking our ass, kumbaya, and bullshitting. You get motherfucker getting goddamn pussy wet and a hard on to see motherfucking white tears, nigga. The fuck kind of life are you? What kind of fucking miserable ass life are you living? If you getting off the white tears, then you can high five and dap up. Oh yeah, man. Look, they got issues too. That don't change the fact that our issues are still emanating and permeating throughout society, man. That don't change none of that shit. We got fucking families that don't love each other, man, in the black community. I know that's every community, but how many communities come from situations like us where we're disenfranchised? Systemically, we come from slavery, a lot of us, FBA people. And we got time to sit around here and kumbaya and laugh at white folk, white tears and white fragility and call out hypocrisy. Oh man, he's not this, he's not a hero. Why y'all celebrating? Mind your motherfucking black ass, stupid ass, degenerate ass, corny ass, ghetto ass business, man. That's what I gotta say to black folks. Why the fuck do y'all care if a white society looks at Charlie Kirk as a fucking hero, as a martyr? What business of that is that to you? Do like Charlie Kirk said, man. That's why I like Charlie Kirk. That's why I subscribe to this channel on fucking YouTube. Take some of his fucking pointers and some of his direction and use it for your own sorry ass society and your own sorry ass fucking community. That's how I feel about the black community. Can't nobody put a fucking battery in Calvin Healy, Big Cal's back and tell me what to fucking say. I say off the things that I see anecdotally, off my own experience of 36 years on this planet, on this beautiful planet that God has given us. That's how I deem society. That's what I look at for society. That's how I judge things in this world, bro. I don't obsess myself with whiteness, bro. In the goings on of white society. I don't sit here and try to be a moral compass toward whiteness, bro. And try to find all the hypocrisy and issues that plague us. Or that plagues white society. Like, to me, that's some of the most corny loser shit ever, in my opinion. We will sit here, like I said, and our whole community could be on fire, but we over here looking at trying to find hypocrisy and acts of hypocrisy amongst whiteness, and over here worried about what the hell they got going on. Like, we don't have issues permeating throughout our own culture, man.
Another wrote, "All this outrage is performative nonsense, while parents losing children to school shootings get silence." Next up was D.L. Hewley, and you already know he didn't hold back. First, DL shared a TikTok video pointing out the irony of Charlie saying it's worth having some shooting victims here and there if it means he can keep his guns. And by
boom, I've seen this going around. I've seen this narrative being painted plenty of times where people were talking about the same narrative. And yes, he did say that it would be worth the death. A lot of it, you know, he did say gun rights will be worth a few deaths in America. He did say that. But here's what I'm saying. Black people, y'all have a infatuation with white trauma porn as well, man. Just like white people in white society has a problem with black trauma porn, black people love it too, man. We get off on seeing dysfunction, but we don't care about the own dysfunction going on in our own household, communities, families, none of that. None of that. So that's just my biggest issue with black people in a nutshell is, how do you got time to be so worried about what's going on with white folks when we have issues in our own fucking communities? It's really detestable to even watch some of this stuff, like I've seen just personally, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only using Charlie Kirk as a jumping point because it's just a microcosm of society. We got time to point out, do all this history and you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to backtrack and look at all these clips of Charlie Kirk and find all these, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, hypocritical statements or things where it's, you know, it's double talking and things like that. But it's like, bro, how does that benefit us? That's my biggest question. How does that benefit the black community? What do we do to benefit us? Because this is like denigrating this man that's been dead, that's died. He's gone. You know, he's on with his journey. His past. He's gone. What does that do to collectively to help us? How does that help us? How does that further our issues that plague the black community that Mr. Kirk actually used to point out for us? How does that benefit us sitting here denigrating a dead man? Talking about his history. Oh, y'all can't change his history. He hated black folks. Like, bruh, how does that benefit us? So that's one of my biggest issues with the black community. We don't care about us. So let's just admit that. Let's be intellectually honest. Let's stop being intellectually dishonest. Let's be honest about the facts. The fact that we don't care about progress. We don't really care about America. We don't care about ourselves. We don't care about our women, our children, our community. All we care about is being right and comparative to white. That's it. All we care about is trying to show up white folks online in these think tanks and all these platforms and all these places and all these posts and memes and all type of shit. All we want to do is be intellectually dominant to white folks and look down our noses as if we're on some type of moral high ground comparative to them. When in fact we have to clean up our shit. When in fact we can't sit around pointing the fingers and blaming white folks for these statistics they spew, whether they be skewed or not. We have issues in the black community, man. Stop being in fucking denial of that, bruh. That's my biggest issue with the black folks, bruh. We want to pull all these skeletons out of the white folks' closet and show them to be these devils and all these demons and oh, they did all this and all this is a play and orchestrated. What about us? Is our hands clean? Why are we so focused and worried about trying to shame them and put their head in shit like they're a dog that shitted on the goddamn floor in your house when our house is full of shit, dog shit all over the place? The only thing is they don't put y'all nose in the fucking dirt like that. Charlie Kirk and shit, the shit that Charlie Kirk did was demonized by folks. The fact that he would even bring up black issues and black traumas and things that plagued the black community, like broken homes and shit like that, made him a marked man in society. That's why he was so polarizing, because he said things that people disagreed with that were actual issues that plagued black folks. But we were like, who are you to talk about it? But the thing is, no one can talk about the black folks in the black community. I've said this previously. If you're black, white, indifferent, if you're black, you're a fucking coon and you're a sellout and you love white people. And if you're white, you're a racist. And that's how they quail the fact. And the Democrats and the left are the main ones who love to push out this rhetoric that black folks are victims. That's all they try to do, so we don't have to atone for none of the mistakes and shit in our communities and in our society, our culture. We don't have to atone for none of the mistakes and setbacks that our culture has brought. Whether it's the fucked up rap lyrics that denigrate black folks, that shit on black society and our women and our everything, that send us straight to fucking hell collectively. Talk about shooting, switching, killing, drilling, spilling, demon time, all this shit that straight death on black society. We don't take issue with that. We take issue with people calling out with white folks calling out blackness. That's what we take issue with, man. Calling out situations that are actual issues in the black community. We take issue with it. We call that racist. Why are you talking about black on black crime? Crimes intraracial. The stats aren't right. None of the stats are right. None of them. No stats about black people that demonize us and look at us as if we're violent are right. They're just white supremacist speaking points to bring down our community. Even though black folks that live in our communities fucking hate us. We hate being around each other because fucking ignorant gun violence and stupidity spill onto the goddamn community. Like, bro, people like me, I wouldn't dare, bro. I wouldn't dare sit around and lie and cake for fucking wrong, bro. I'm not a goddamn devil like y'all. Nigga, that's how I feel about a lot of people in the black community. But see, people are afraid to do this. See, me, I'm not afraid to call out either side, but I focus on my own issues within my community. That's my biggest thing. Just like I feel like white folks should do the same thing with them. You know, black folks should call out black folks, white folks should call out white folks. It shouldn't take a Charlie Kirk to have to come out here and be polarizing and say all these provocative speaking points to get some type of notoriety to or address issues in black culture. It shouldn't take a what's that girl, the Candace Owens, to be out here getting called coons and all type of things to stick her neck out just to tell you about yourselves in the own black community. It shouldn't take a big cow to come out here and have to get on platforms and denigrate or not even denigrate. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I am disrespectful because I don't give a fuck. I want the message to hit home. And sometimes I feel like people only accept this type of rhetoric and messaging, especially in the black community. You got to be harsh. You got to be direct. You got to be a Charleston White sometimes to get the damn needle moving, man. So who the fuck cares? So that's my biggest thing. Excuse me, I know I keep saying that, is stop being so concerned about white folks when we got a dirty ass skeleton filled closet our damn self that we haven't cleaned out in 50 fucking years. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you want to blame everything on white supremacy, blame everything on civil rights movement and Jim Crow laws, blame everything on the fucking past. Want to all these liberal white people like this guy. Let's see what he has to fucking say. Want to sit here and like I said, continue to perpetuate, you know, oh, racist this, oh, poor black this. Come on, man. Listen, I want to see what this guy has to say.
The way, that's a direct quote from Charlie. He really did say gun deaths are worth it.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
But D.L. Hughley didn't stop there. He shared a video of Speaker of the House Mike Johnson asking members of Congress to pray for Charlie Kirk and his family, and D.L. wasn't having it because the hypocrisy is insane. In his caption, he wrote,
"Hey, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Throw some money on that Cash App or that PayPal if you feel so obliged, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got to go in, man, because this is my thing. I take issue with my own community before I ever look out here and try to place blame or judgment onto another. Communities are supposed to stick together, man. This is their martyr. This is who they looked up to as a community. He's popular amongst the conservative right. Leave these folks alone. Fuck it. He's gone. They can do what they want with their idols, bro. They don't sit here out here and tell you not to idolize NBA Young Boy and goddamn Lil Durk and all these and Young Thug and all these people that demonize and fuck up and destroy minds of young black people and young black women. They don't tell you not to demonize Cardi B and all these goddamn over sexualized shit ass fucking music content that they put out here. The only people like that did that was Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk literally had the interest of black folks in mind. He just went about it the same way as a Calvin Healy, as a Charleston White, and he had a bigger platform to shit on folks. But at the same time, he was trying to help you. He was trying to tell you, stop listening to this fucked up music that's destroying your culture and creates broken home after bastardized children and turns us into a bastardized state and a bastardized community that's dysfunctional and full of violence. Like, stop trying to sit here and lie and be intellectually dishonest and telling people what's going on in our communities. It's violence that plagues our communities. Stop fucking lying. Stop the blood clot lying, man. So that's one thing I'm not gonna do, man. I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm not gonna sit here and lie for the sake of it. That's not me. That ain't never been me. That ain't never gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest issues that I take. That's why I made this video, because I just sit here and think about how black folks do not love each other in America, man. This is a black man that's from North Carolina. I moved to Colorado, and I'm telling you right now, in my 36 years of experience, what I've seen, we get a hard on. The bitches' pussy get wet for talking them down on white folks as if we got some type of moral, a high ground to stand on, and we look down our noses. Oh, because of slavery, that makes us better than y'all, and everything we do is excuse. Fuck out of here. Because the things that we're excusing is the same things that is leading to us to our death and our detriment. The same things that we play victim to and blame the white man for are the same issues that keep us perpetually in the same position year after year, generation after generation. Families on dysfunctional families on two different accords. Nobody can agree to anything. Nobody can crowd fund, you know what I'm saying, crowd fund or use our communities to pool resources to better ourselves. The only people that's progression is the black church. The only people that get money is the black church. Donations, money, help, incentivize. The black church is the only people that's making $1, and they're spending it on stupidity, nothingness, wasting it. Pastors fucking flushing it down the toilet. They don't do nothing to help the communities. I'm just telling you right now, black dysfunction is real, man. Black dysfunction is real. The fact that we can call out hypocrisy amongst white society does not take away the fact that black dysfunction is real. It don't take away from the fact that we hate each other. It don't take away the fact that we have gun violent deaths and genocide and internal infight in all these inner cities of America. These left Democrat-led cities in America are deplorable breeding grounds for dysfunction, degeneracy, and hatred and death, especially amongst black and brown people. We're not seeing. It's like I said, man. I use anecdotal data. I go off what I see and what I know. And I've lived as a black man in America for 36 years, man. And I'm from the area 704 right near Charlotte. I'm from a small town called Concord, North Carolina. But I'm right near Charlotte. West side of Charlotte, north side of Charlotte, south side of Charlotte. It's nothing but black death. I'm gonna do a video a little bit later about it was some shootings going on in Charlotte, motherfucker. Who the fuck do you think are the goddamn perpetrators of most of these situations? It's black folks. It's black folks, man. But this is a win for black folks. Charlie Kirk's death is a win for black folks. Why? Because it can do what they're saying black folks are what white. Charlie Kirk's death does for black folks what we say white folks are doing now, trying to shift the blame toward black society. But what it actually does, it allows us to once again play victim and to look and to have the light shine off of our issues of black folks in America. Boom. That's what it does. It allows us to have some type of moral high ground in our heads, because that's all it is in our heads and on social media. Because if you look at the state of us, like I said, just because we don't have niggas sniping politicians, we're not that politically charged, and we're not full of political violence. It's other violence that goes on a day-to-day basis that's just as bad, just as chaotic, just as fucking detrimental. It's just not optically as horrible as somebody getting sniped. You know what I'm saying? And they're not popular. They don't got they're not a million follower having popular, you know what I'm saying, conservative speaking point, a very, very, very popular conservative speaking point and podcaster. It's just black children and black women and black mothers getting sprayed and laid the fuck down in all our black cities, and black boys and black girls and dumbass gangster ass niggas of the 20 to 35 age range still thinking they gangsters and want to out here playing movies and playing playing rap music videos live on the streets of all these fucking cities in America. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing played out. All we're seeing is black men playing out music videos, rap fucking gangster videos in live real life. That's what we're seeing out here. That's what we're seeing, man. If you out here, hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me right now, man. Got 355 in here right now, man. 11 likes. I'm just calling it like I see it, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man. I swear I do. But I gotta cook. I gotta cook right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to cook right now. Just give me a little bit, man. Just give me a little bit. I gotta cook. I'm like Glorilla right now. Let me cook. Let me cook. I gotta cook right now, man. I'm very fucking pissed off, man. I'm very, very fucking pissed off with black folks in America, man. We act as if shifting the blame toward political violence takes away from the fact that we got issues plaguing our own communities, which I've been speaking out against, which people like Charlie Kirk has been speaking out against. Me as a black person, my pain is dismissed, and I'm looked down as a traitor to my community and a coon for calling out basic things like why can't black families work together? Why can't we have businesses? Why can't black families have businesses? Why can't we pool our resources like other communities do to be successful, so we're not out here having to ask for reparations and all type of shit? Why do we have so much dysfunction as far as economically, socioeconomically? Why do we have so much dysfunction? Why are we at the bottom up rung of the ladder in America when all immigrants and things like that, Asian immigrants, Indian immigrants are coming over here having so much success? And we've been here for years, because why? Black folks hate black folks. I can even look at my own family. People don't work together, man. Brothers, sisters, mother, father, we don't work together. That's our problem. We don't work together and we don't love each other. Like I said from the beginning of this podcast and this stream, black folks don't love each other. We only come together to hate white people, man. And me, I love all people, man. I don't differentiate between race. That to me, that's the rule and the tool of the devil is to use race to divide us, divide and conquer, man. And Charlie Kirk was starting to see that. That's why he moved how he moved. That's why, bro. You know how much you risking to talk about in the climate that we're living in right now. You know how much you're risking as a man. I don't care if you're black like myself or whoever the fuck. If you're sitting out here, you're talking about issues that plague the black community, you're at risk. Our liberal shit. If you're talking about anything that's if you talk about God, if you talk about issues that plague the black community, you're immediately a racist, and they're gonna try to cancel your ass. Even if it's marred in truth, even if everything you say is valid and it's factual, they're gonna demonize you like they're doing this man. Even if some of the rhetoric you were saying was trying to help the black community, they're gonna demonize you and take a dump on your fucking legacy like they're doing Charlie Kirk. But guess what? They won't take a dump on Young Thug, Lil Woody. Guess who they won't take a thug? Guess who they gonna say though? Free Dirk, free Lil Woody. Free all these motherfucking crazy ass, degenerate, violent ass black niggas that'll kill your mama in the streets. Guess what they gonna say? Free Carmelo Anthony. Free that dude that look. Guess what motherfuckers do? Laugh at that girl that got stabbed, the Ukrainian girl that got stabbed on the goddamn Charlotte train. Think that's funny? Try to pay money to that crazy dude that stabbed a girl. Like, that's what black people do. Black people get off on trauma porn toward white folks, but we don't get off toward fixing our own communities. Think about that. Like I said, man, niggas get hard on, women get their pussy wet off of trying to look down their nose at white society and say, look, they just as bad. Well, what about us? Fix our shit. Who's fixing who? When we sitting around pointing the finger at white folks, who's sitting them around doing the work for black folks? And we sitting around wasting our time pointing the finger at white folks who is doing the job to fix our communities. That don't fix our communities by pointing the finger at them, calling them bad. And now we want to be able to switch it now. But now we can do the Jedi mind switch. Oh, look, now they just as bad as us. Nah, see, like he got killed talking about black folks. And da-da-da-da-da. That shit is crazy to me, man. Hit that like button for me, man. Throw some on that Cash App, man, so I can goddamn get this thing cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking in this bitch this morning, man. I appreciate y'all jumping on in here. 30 likes. 382 people in here, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with TNP. I swear I do. I swear I do. But I gotta be intellectually honest, because that's all I do, man. That's why I feel like I'm so loved as far as my platform. This small platform. You know what I'm saying? It is small platform, small thing to a giant. You know what I'm saying? But the things that I talk about, they permeate as being true. They resonate with folks, man. It's easy for it to resonate with people, man. Trust and believe that. Because the thing about me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of people in our community, politicians, I forgot Andrea Seals, what she said when he died. Oh, I'm not going more. But you're also not going to be honest and talk about what plays the black community. See, people like Charlie Kirk, people like me, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to talk about what, the problems that permeate from the black society and black community. I'm not afraid. Now everybody wants to shift it to white on white crime, political hatred, stuff like this. It's wild, man. It's really fucking wild to me, bro. I'm sitting here about to do my job some this morning. Trying to do some of my job this morning, man. But something put it on my heart to come out here and do God's work this morning and speak truth to power, man. Because right now the liberal censorship is real. Right now the conservatives are going hard on censorship as well. You know what I'm saying? But like, just in a nutshell, I gotta be honest, man. That's just how I get down. That's how I get down, man. It make my teeth white, man. Like saying the word nigga, man. Like Paul Mooney said, it make my teeth white telling the truth, man. I gotta tell the truth, man. And the truth is what? Black people hate black people. I don't care who it is, what somebody got to say in the comment section on here. I don't care what nobody wants to lie and be intellectually dishonest. Black folks hate black folks, and that's facts. Only time we come together as black Americans, this is the black American, FBA, all day. No tether talk, no none of that. Shoot, I don't worship whiteness. I worship God. I worship the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have to be honest as far as what's going on in the black community. Black people don't love black people, man. You know what we do love? Talking about white people. Talking about the issues that plague white people. Talking about how white people hate us and how white people talk about us all the time. And how white people are, the white system of America is systemic racism still permeates today. This is the worst country. We love to talk down this country, although we'll never leave here. That's something that makes no sense to me. I can't even fathom that. If you got so much issue, why don't you fucking leave? So that's my first thing that I tell people. If you got so much issue with America, get the fuck out then. But they won't ever do that shit. So once again, like I said, black folks in America, they compete for resources, man. Capitalism. We don't use our resources well. We use our resources to compete and compare our lives to others, to try to look down our noses at the next black person. So violence is real in the black community. Stop lying about it like it isn't. It's just wild to me. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hey, and if you feel so obliged, man, in the description box is my link to my Cash App, man. Show some love on that Cash App. We trying to get monetized, man. We almost there. Got to get to them hours. Got to get them watch hours up, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with Big Cal TNP. About to do my little job real fast out here. Put some of these cones up for this farmers market out here, man. I'm a working black man out here trying to make it happen for my family. But see me, I rock with Charlie Kirk. I'm being 100% honest with you. And this video has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Like I said, I use him as a jumping point for my bigger issues that I take with black society. That's all I did. I'm just using him as a jumping point for the fact that this issue has more so to do with the fact that black people don't love each other. We love to take a dump on white folks, and then we love to act like all they do is take dumps on us. But the thing is this: why we take a dump on white society and we take a dump on ourselves. White people, they just take a dump on us. As far as the ones that want to be polarizing, captivating, people like Charlie Kirk. Because he did take at times, I mean, whatever you want to call it. Like, calling people to task to me is not taking a dump either. Like, but we do see people that, like, he had some valid points and he made them. It's people out here that do just want to say racist speaking points and take dumps on black folks. That's true. That is a fact. But the fact is, they don't take a dump on themselves. They are thriving. This is the outlier. This is a political attack. You know, a political assassination. This is an outlier. Black folks, we sit all day and denigrate each other. We see on all these platforms, black folks talking about, all I do is bang on black folks. I leave Mexicans alone. I just bang on people that look like me. Bruh, black society has many issues that plague us, and we can sit here and act obtuse like it doesn't exist, but that doesn't change the facts. You know, we can sit here and blame and talk about Charlie Kirk was such a bad man for talking about how black issues and black families and fatherlessness and things like this and violence. But nigga, until we take a step to actually step out and speak out against the issues of our community, we're no better. We're helping and contributing to the same shit that he's talking about. And when trying to act like it doesn't exist doesn't change the facts. So that's all I say. Trying to act like something doesn't exist does not change the fact that it's there. And I feel like that's one of the biggest issues and setbacks in the black community. We want to sit here and act like things aren't there. Like these things aren't real-time issues that we have in the community. Like, to me, that's sickening. Like, that doesn't help us one fucking bit. But let them tell it I'm the crazy person. You know what I'm saying? Let them tell it I'm the one that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? For sitting here and calling shit out as far as what I see in my community. The fact still remains that these are issues that plague the black community. So we can sit here and lie all day. I'm not going to be the one to lie. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be complicit. Excuse me. I'm going to tell the motherfucking truth. Because that's why, because I'm the truth in the motherfucking booth. But like, let me let this play on. Let's see what the fella they talking about. Get out here and do some work, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me.
Then, when news broke that Trump ordered U.S. flags flown at half-mast to honor Charlie Kirk, DL went off again, saying, "But he ordered the flags raised from half-mast when it was for the Pope. We haven't lowered flags for innocent children who've been unalived. He didn't order them lowered for Congresswoman Hortman. Is this a tragic event? Yes. Does it deserve that kind of ceremony? You know the answer." And DL didn't stop there.
I just want to know, is DL Hughley as involved in his communities, wherever he's at, with doing things that help and uplift the black community? That's what I want to know. Because like people, like I said, people like him, Amanda Seals, all these people, they get off on trying to find just setbacks in the white community to be able to like feel like they're on some type of higher moral ground. That's all they do. They don't care about black folks going through shit. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck that black people could be literally going through hell in their own communities, genocide, all type of just atrocities. All they care about is trying to one up the white society. And that's just my biggest issue. Like I said from the beginning, black folks don't love each other. All we like to be is be able to be intellectually right compared to a white person, morally right, or feel like we're on top of moral. We want to be on top of white people morally. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, and if we achieve that, hey, we'll walk past a motherfucking family member doing wrong, fucked up, and we'll walk right past this shit like we don't give a damn. Nigga be homeless, fucked up, broke, don't give a fuck. We talking shit about them. That's how I feel about the black community, bro. We don't come together. We ain't trying to put no money up to do nothing positive. You know, we put money up for Carmelo Anthony stabbing a motherfucking white dude. Like, this is how black folks get off in America, man. I'm telling you. I'm not lying, man. I'm not lying, man. But like I said, I'm about to let this play a little bit, do this. I'm gonna be right back, man. Y'all tap in with me, man.
He called out another layer of right-wing hypocrisy, how Charlie Kirk and his supporters always claimed empathy was weakness. But now they're demanding empathy for the same man who said he couldn't stand the word empathy and called it a made-up term.
Bill Clinton in the 1990s, it was all about empathy and sympathy. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that it does a lot of damage, but
I have watched any number of people of all kinds of stripes, people, theologians, politicians, people consider themselves activists, all kinds of people on the conservative right talk about empathy, and they talked about empathy as if it was a pariah, empathy as if it was a moral failing, and they referred to empathy as a weakness. And it's interesting that they would call themselves Christian and be anti-empathy, because that is the core tenet of Christianity. So that is being, a Christian without the empathy is like being a sushi chef without the fish. But empathy is apparently a weakness to a lot of people. And you never know, but I've always believed and hold this now, that empathy is quintessentially human. Human. It is the core of humanity. It certainly is the core of Christianity, if you call yourself Christ-like. But how is it that you can despise empathy, that you think it is a weakness, that you think that people are susceptible to it, like it's a cold or the flu, and that you despise empathy, but would like it when someone who you love is hurt or killed? We can either decide to be human and empathic, whether we relate to, like, or understand the person or not. But in America, nothing is more American. Nothing is more quintessentially who we are than violence against people we disagree with, and then having a lack of empathy when we don't relate to them. We don't like them, but they don't look like us. I don't know how you can be a Christian nation and call yourself Christian nation, extol the virtues of Christianity, but only be empathic when they look like you. That's not Christianity. That's not humanity. That's tribalism.
But DL wasn't done yet. He came back with a video compilation titled Hate and Bigotry, Charlie Kirk's Real Legacy, and he had more receipts. He also posted a clip of Charlie denying that George Floyd was killed by a cop, and proudly admitting he wanted Derek Chauvin released. Finally, DL hinted at a bigger story that's being brushed aside, the theory that Charlie was taken out by the very same people he defended. DL wrote, "I just want to remind everyone that when someone shot Trump, immediately it was, the radical left this, the liberal extremist that, and it ended up being someone from his own side." He added in the caption, "Remember, when you point a finger at someone, there are 3 fingers on that hand pointing back at you." Now, to be clear, DL wasn't cheering anyone on. He was dissecting the racial and political optics, pointing out how we treat gun violence differently depending on who's involved. But of course, Kirk's fans were furious, accusing DL of deflecting from the tragedy and making excuses for the shooter. On the flip side, plenty of people agreed, saying these folks are just looking for a reason to start a race war, and they're mad that black people are minding their business and not taking the bait. But DL Hughley isn't the only one catching heat from Kirk's supporters. Amanda Seales is also getting dragged after making it clear she wasn't about to muster up any empathy for Charlie Kirk. During a live Instagram chat, Amanda fired back at people demanding she show compassion. She pointed out that Charlie himself didn't believe in empathy, saying it was a bad thing and just some made-up nonsense. Amanda explained, "I can't have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk. First of all, Charlie Kirk didn't believe in empathy. He said it's a bad thing, a new age made-up. He also said people have to be sacrificed in order to protect guns. If he was saying that while fighting for reparations, maybe I'd have a little empathy. But this white-on-white violence? He died. Damn, B. Life comes at you fast. Comes at you."
I can't have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk. First of all, Charlie Kirk don't believe in empathy. He said it's a bad thing. He said it's some new age made up shit.
Like I said, but black folks get off. She getting off on white death and white dysfunction. She get off on it. Bitches like Amanda Seales, this fucking stupid ass race baiting piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. She gets off on shit like this. But do she ever bring like the issues that plague the black community? Or does she sits around making excuses for everything that plagues the black community? And they get off on seeing white dysfunction. But what has she done to improve black society? What has she done? What has she done to improve the welfare of black society? That's what I want to know. What has she done? What did she do? What are her speaking points?
He also said people gotta be sacrificed in order to protect guns. If he was saying that while fighting for reparations, I may have a little bit of that. But this white on white violence,
I feel it on that because I did not. I am gonna be honest here. I did not understand people like him, other than being politically polarizing, I don't understand people's issues are being taken aback by reparations, the reparation talk. What is the big issue with reparations? Like, I do feel like that is a big, not to say, I do agree with him, like, not to say that would change everything, but it would be a start. It would for sure be a start in the right direction. If you want to talk about, like, some people are that stupid, and that's their fault as far as they worship money, and they'll do anything for it, especially in the black community, because we come from an impoverished community historically. So I do agree with the fact that black folks love money more than they love each other. I mean, for one, we love hating on white folks more than we love one another. We love finances and European wealth more than we love each other and our own selves in our community. We love dysfunction. We actually love dysfunction. Don't let black folks lie to you. Black folks love ratchetness. That's why they tune in and love hip hop. That's why they watch Cardi B out here making a fool of herself, married bitch with getting pregnant by a motherfucker that got all these damn kids, and they applaud shit. They applaud single motherhood. Black people love dysfunction. Don't lie. Don't let them lie. Hit that like button. Don't let black folks sell you that fucking lie like we don't like dysfunction. Me myself, it's a certain class, a subclass of black folks that love dysfunction. They do. They live in it. They grew in it. They came from a bastardized situation where single motherhood was the calling card of blackness, and that's who they came. That was their history and upbringing, and they thrive off dysfunction. It is a certain class of black folk that thrive off of dysfunction. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them be intellectually dishonest. Don't let them lie to you. I'm not gonna allow it. I call that shit out. But then when, like I said, when shit like this happens and we can actually call y'all to task, shit, you won't hear the end of this shit. You will not hear the end of this shit. But we, like I said, man, it's just a funny pattern that occurs where we, like I said, we'll sweep situations where we have fucked ups under the rug and we'll get excused by leftist Democrats, but we'll hang they shit up like it's a poster child for, our, like I said, get back. When look at our communities, bro, that's the biggest get back. I made this I shared this post of Higher Learning where Ice Cube was talking about when they got in that fight and beat up those skinheads. It's the same situation. He's talking about one beat down will never make up for, basically all the years of slavery and white supremacy. And it's true, like, y'all still have a hang up on things of one y'all didn't experience, and for two, y'all displace that anger on the white folks as opposed to doing what makes the most sense, which is uplift your community and do better. Instead, we want to take dumps on white people and talk about how they're bad, racist, hate us, all this type of shit, when really the biggest comeback would, and when people bring up, well, why don't you just build up your communities and do stuff for yourself now? The first excuse we have is what? Well, what about Tulsa? Tulsa, Black Wall Street got destroyed, bro. That was almost 100. That was almost 100 fucking years ago when Black Wall Street happened, bro. What the fuck is stopping us now with Cash App, banking, all these ways to make money, all these ways where black folks can start businesses, thrive, work together, do things, they uplift ourselves? What's to stop us from doing shit right now? And that's my biggest question that I propose to black society. You know what I'm saying? I propose that question. What is to stop us from being black excellence today? What's holding us back so much right now? Because that's the big, right now, I agree with Charlie Kirk. This is one of the worst times, in my opinion, that black folks are living in. Just because there's a couple people that's millionaires, more millionaires now, because the money just flowing a little better, doesn't mean that the people at the bottom are still suffering. When back in the day, the people at the bottom were doing actually pretty good for themselves. Had animals, they had a lot of ways in which they were feeding themselves, providing their own agriculture, before a lot of that stuff got streamlined to the outside of the city limits. People had, like I said, my grandparents grew up with horses. My grandmother in North Carolina grew up with horses, cows, chickens, cattle, everything, goats, pigs, everything you can think of. Raised them, farmed them, processed them, ate them. Possums, hunted, made their own game, ate their own game, had everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like we don't see what we may have taken some steps as far as society. Society has become more of a place where we get more opportunity, but at the same time, the dysfunction is in my opinion, is one of the highest. It's got to be at the highest it's ever been, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got switches. You know what I'm saying? People out here getting high off drugs all fucking day, doing nothing to progress themselves. Like I said, we got family that compete for wealth and resources due to capitalism. We don't pool our resources. Instead, We like I said, we differentiate ourselves as if I'm a wealthy, well-off nigga and you're not. Look down our nose, you know what I'm saying? It's just wild. And like I said, people, they love to be intellectually dishonest in the black community. Like I'm gonna do this, and just give me a second real fast. I'm gonna be right back, man. We're trying to get this stream up. Man. But hey, give me a second. I'm gonna play some more of this shit, and I'm gonna be right back, man. See, to me that's corny. But as life not coming at us fast, like the black community, like I said, we get off more at seeing white death and white dysfunction than we do at seeing black excellence. Let me say that again for the ones in the back, man, because this is a cold ass take right here. Black folks get off at seeing white death and white dysfunction more than we love to see black unity. That's about to be a post I make right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do it while y'all on here. You seen that? You see what I said? Black people get more of a sense of pride from seeing white dysfunction black people get a greater, this is for them scholarly folks, man. Look at this out here. Hit that like button. Black people get a greater sense of pride from seeing white dysfunction more than we love to see black unity and excellence. Pride and togetherness from seeing white dysfunction more than we love to see black unity and excellence. 2 snaps on that one. I don't give a damn who it offends. 2 snaps on that one. Hit that like button. We get off and we love to see more. We love to see white dysfunction more than we love to see black unity and peace and love and togetherness. Yeah, I'm cooking this morning, baby. But hey, I'm cooking. Give me a second, man. I'll be right back, man. We're gonna keep on cooking though. This ain't over with.
I have no frame of reference for that. I have no cognizance for that. There literally is nothing about his existence that I can relate to.
You already know Charlie's fanboys came for Amanda, calling her every name in the book. And it's not just white people. Scroll X and you'll see black men calling Amanda scum, the B word, idiot, sociopath, piece of S, and every other slur you can imagine. Meanwhile, the white trolls are out here demanding she be denaturalized or deported, and whining about black fatigue. Despite all that hate, Amanda had a lot of defenders. Many people pointed to Charlie Kirk's long history of racist, anti-black rhetoric, and argued Amanda wasn't celebrating a death. She was refusing to offer fake sympathy for someone whose public life caused so much harm and division. One fan wrote, "Nowhere did she celebrate his death. She said she doesn't have empathy for him. He said empathy is a dangerous New Age word. He said that himself. Is it sad he was killed? Yes. Does everyone have to care? No. He spread actual hate and lies. I will not celebrate his death, but I will not be mourning either. That doesn't make me evil." Another person added, "She's too real. Now let's talk about Dr. Umar Johnson." People expected him to react like Amanda, but instead he lectured black people about their responses. Umar said jokes and memes about the assassination crossed a line. In an Instagram statement, he wrote, paraphrased, He disagreed with Kirk's rhetoric and called him an anti-black bigot, but he will never rejoice at the loss of life of anyone who hasn't directly participated in murdering a member of the black community. He said he's ashamed to see members of his community celebrating, and warned that political assassinations are back in the US, courtesy of the deep state. So don't laugh. Prepare. Unsurprisingly, Umar's followers weren't having it. They accused him of moralizing and softening the blow. One commenter asked if Umar would have written that if they shot him. Others pointed out people aren't celebrating. They're just not mourning. Someone even went off, writing, 50 lashes for you, Dr. Umar, for posting this. People warned him not to give away his energy to vampires. So yeah, the internet is losing it, and the chaos looks like it's only going to get worse. Here's the dark truth. Whoever was behind this assassination got exactly what they wanted: more division. The country is more split than ever, and the reactions show how easily violence can be weaponized to tear us apart. Celebrities, politicians, regular people, everyone has an angle. In the end, the outrage is precisely what the act was designed to provoke. What do you make of these reactions from 50, Umar, Amanda, and the rest? Are we capable of talking about the bigger picture, or are we too divided to see we're serving the same puppet masters? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Oh, we back at it. We back at it. We back at it. We back at it. Black people, Charlie Kirk.
As the nation continues to debate Charlie Kirk's past statements and body of work, Gil Hughley has continued sharing his stance against Kirk being held up highly by conservatives. According to Hughley, it's pretty simple. If you say you listen to Charlie Kirk's podcast and you've never heard him say anything racist, either you're a liar or racist. Since his shooting on September 10th, Hughley, along with other black voices, has made it clear that Kirk's passing was a terrible thing to happen, but it doesn't allow his followers to act as though he didn't say hurtful or racist things while alive. Now, what may or may not surprise many is the amount of black people who have publicly defended Kirk's use of free speech, even if some of what he said was offensive to black people. On Tuesday, on his Instagram page, Hughley would share a video of a black church filled with black MAGA supporters who would show support to Kirk's family and defend him.
This song is to Charlie's wife and his kids and all his friends around this nation. Just a way of thinking. Come on, hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Charlie, you don't know us in this house, but we know who you are.
A woman in the video would specifically pray for Kirk and share a thank you message to him, along with love for his family.
This is what I want to know. How did this turn into a divisive issue between black folks as well? We had black folks out here shaming folks for just feeling sorry for the fact that this man passed due to an assassination, a sniper bullet. We had folks talking about how just using the memes, talking about people cried over Massa, using that Samuel Jackson meme from Django, where he's hugging I forgot the dude's name, the white actor. He was in Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio, and it just gets old after a while when you hear some of these people so hung up on hatred, and they wouldn't even do nothing for their own brothers and sisters, man. They wouldn't do nothing. People like D.L. Hughley, they sit around calling other black folks broke. These, like, I'm just trying to. I'm gonna let you delve, and I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into how black folks really act. People like D.L. Hughley would be the main ones that sit around denigrating blacks. He wouldn't dare want to live in no hood or no place where it's all this violent shit. He wouldn't want to live in no hood in Philadelphia or somewhere like that. He's probably living somewhere around white folks. He sits around talk all these black folks, these liberal speaking heads, these motherfucking black violence excuser type people like this, that black apologists that nothing, we can do nothing wrong type deals. They would do nothing to help their own kind, bro. And that's the crazy, perplexing thing. Like, unless they're donating to Carmelo Anthony for doing something to a white man, but they ain't supporting no black business. They ain't big up in their families and stuff like that. They're not doing anything to help the black community. They just want to be able to talk down on whiteness. And that's one thing that I disagree with, as far as with a lot of these Democratic left weirdo liberal ass speaking heads. All they want to do is talk shit to white folks. Like, this is where they get off. This is white trauma porn. They get off on talking down on white folks, and then they get up and offended when white folks dare say something that's negative about the black community. When, like I said, when they hate the black community themselves, that's just a fact. So what black folks, the majority of black folks, especially ones that have some type of money or influence, they hate the black community. They be sitting around calling other black folks dusty, broke, Anton Daniels, all the people like that sitting around just take dumps on their own kind. Oh, he a brokey, he black, he dusty, you this. But they wouldn't dare, but they'll sit here and defend they sit here and talk shit about Charlie Kirk, how he's a racist and hate white society and all type of stuff like that, but they would do nothing to uplift their own kind, and they do nothing to uplift their own kind. So think about that for a second. Just think about it. Just let that sink in for a little bit. But it happened. Oh, I'm back, man. Who all still tuned in with TNP? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Dio were going to say in the video's caption, but y'all president played golf instead of going to his vigil. Hughey's reference is directly connected to reports.
Like I said, black people love to call out white hypocrisy and degeneracy more than they ever do for their own community. I've never heard D.L. Hughley talk disparagingly anything about the black community unless it's talking about a conservative black. I've never heard him call issues with violence, gun violence. I think he's from St. Louis, if I'm correct. I believe he's from St. Louis, one of the most violent cities as far as in liberal cities in America, as far as black violence goes. I've never heard him say anything about black violence. I never heard him say anything about black dysfunction. Everything he does is to denigrate the white man, the white society, and it does nothing to help us. He's literally a voice that helps perpetuate black violence, man, if you ask me. Because if you don't say anything, if you're silent, you're complicit. And that's how I get down with that. If you're silent and if you're loud to criticize whites, but you're silent to criticize your own kind, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. Sit around here trying to find inconsistencies and talk about this situation. Oh, well, Trump over here golfing. Why don't right crime? Why is Trump golfing? He doesn't seem like he cares. Black folks don't give a fuck about nigga. America is a violent country where we're desensitized. Black folks we're the last one to try to talk about somebody being desensitized or insensitive toward violence. Like nobody's remorseful, bro. We see black children, all type of casualties getting hit in the middle of damn gang warfare, stupidity, just degenerate bullshit, and we don't say nothing about it, bro. We go on right about our day, make excuses for it. Sit around here, point the finger at the white man, and use the blame game to blame them. So why the fuck you over here trying to just? What does that do? Trying to say, oh, Trump over here golfing, he don't seem like he cares. What does that do for you? What does that do? It's a rhetoric, a speaking tool to try to just come from some type of moral high ground. That's all it is, man. When we should be worried about doing the work in our own communities. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm about to finish it up real fast, and I'm gonna be right back with y'all. Just give me a little second. Be right back with y'all, man. TNP. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Appreciate y'all tapping in with me this morning. We just doing our thing, man. Appreciate y'all.
that despite being a supporter of her and giving him some of the nation's highest honors, President Donald Trump would not attend Kirk's vigil held at the Kennedy Center this past Sunday so that he could play golf at Trump National Golf Club in New Jersey. Over 10,000.
I'm literally one of the last of the Mohicans. I'm one of the last black speaking heads online that consistently tell it like it is, that consistently puts truth ahead of emotions. I'm one of the last that you will see that have not been silenced of conservative black speaking points and perspectives that will not allow emotions to trump the truth. I will not allow emotions to trump the truth. It's my last stop right here. Y'all stick with me. Stick with me. It's my last one right here. Putting up these cones. Now I'm going to get right back to it, man. Just give me 1 second. I'm almost done.
Left with the post of Hughley calling out the now viral.
All right, man. All right. The king of controversy is back. Controversial Cal has stepped into the building. It's time to continue this conversation we've been having. I hope people are still in here listening, focused up. Shut up, seatbelt. Shut up, seatbelt. Ring alarm. I hope people are still focused in, locked in, because I still got more shit to kick. I still got more rhetoric to spill. I hope people are locked in, man. As I said, and like I said in the just for the optics, I put the picture of Charlie Kirk up here because he has been a poster child for white on white crime for the last week. He's been a poster child to deflect issues that plague the black community, to turn this situation into a laughable one, to be jovial, to come off as if we're have some type of moral high ground, to look down on the white violence that has gone on, or political violence, whatever you want to call it, that has happened within the last week and some change. We're gonna call that the task right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a beautiful, beautiful day. This is a beautiful, beautiful day to have some civil discussions and dialogue.
Black Charlie Kirk supporters. Living Singles Erica Alexander will write, "What the F?" followed by a user saying, "A black kid was lynched on a college campus. I bet they won't sing about him. It's like Malcolm X said, when Master was sick, the house nigga would say, Master, he's sick." While another user would.
How do we know that he was lynched? How do we know that? But like, because somebody was hung, it's automatically a lynching. See, once again, this is the deflection that black people use to take away issues from ourselves, and Democrats validate through their speaking points of trying to turn black society into a victim society. This is how you flip the script. I am not mad at them either, man. This is how you flip the script, man. I'm here. Controversial cows trying to speak this realness, man. It is time to speak this realness this morning, man. The only way I know how. And that's being direct. That's being unafraid. That's being unapologetic. That's getting straight to it.
Say he didn't even like y'all. Now, over on the woman who was featured in the video's TikTok page, who has now been...
My question is this. Let's say Charlie Kirk didn't like us and he was a racist. Let's just say that for speaking purposes. Let's say he was a racist. What does that have to do with the fact that he made some valid points regarding the black community? Does that change that? If I'm a racist and I see a house burning and I say it's burning, does that make me a liar? See, this is my thing. This is my biggest issue. We take more disgust and we're more dejected from someone like a Charlie Kirk or a white man saying stuff than we are from the actual issues that plague the black community. We are more offended that you call it out than we are with the actual fact that shit is fucked up in the black community. Have you ever heard a black person speak like how I'm speaking? Let's be honest, hit that like button. Have you seen many black people say anything disparaging about their own community as far as things that they can improve and work on? See, I see a lot of white folks, they denounced political violence when this shit went down, even though before they did, a lot of folks did say, it's been a racially polarizing situation online because of social media. That's where people go literally dispute their hatred. But I saw multiple accounts of white folks denouncing political violence. You rarely ever see, other than some of the elderly black folks or maybe some of the mothers who are affected by gun violence, because that's a whole thing in the black community. It's a whole organization of mothers of offspring killed by gun violence or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's literally you don't ever see in the black community rallies for black on black crime. You don't see rallies for black empowerment as far as economical. You never see us doing any type of seminars, group organizations, anything, meetings, where we're talking about pooling our resources and crowdfunding, using the community to uplift and build infrastructure in our communities. These are discussions that do not take place in the black community. I'm just being 100% honest. And you can, like I said, you can try to cancel me all you want. I don't give a rat's ass. The hypocrisy is fucking me up. I'm telling you, it's fucking me up, man.
Identified as Pastor Tanya Minute, more videos would be dedicated to Kirk and MAGA. She would even go on to pray for Kirk with her followers online.
Heavenly Father, I am praying for Charlie Kirk, family and friends all across this nation. We do not always understand why tragedies like this happen, but we know you are a just God, and nothing escapes your sight. Lord, when our hearts are crying out, why so much pain? We cling to your word that says, you will make all things right. And
see, but the black community, the left, the woke, they'll call her a coon. Just like D.L. Hughley, all them, they'll say she's doing something detestable. They say she's crossing against her own kind. But they won't say a murderous, gang-banging Negro is a coon. They won't say a murderous, gang-banging, drug-peddling rapist in their own family, an uncle that's out here molesting their own family members. That's not a coon. That's not a devil. That's not a loser. That's not a person that's working in the opposite of the good for the black community. But they'll say this black lady preacher as simply denouncing political death in general, a publicized death or maiming that we saw, and she's denouncing the violence that she saw that's publicized online for everyone to see, and they will literally label her a coon. But we don't think gangbanging, Young Thug, Lil Woody, all these motherfuckers. You can just name a roster of niggas. The motherfucker from Chicago, what did I can't even Young Lil Durk. I don't even know the other dude name that got killed. All these motherfuckers. They're not coons though. They're good representations of the community. They're getting the bag. They're black excellence. Make it make sense. When people like Charlie Kirk, people like me, people like plenty of conservative speaking heads, we just want the controversy of being victims. There's just that epidemic and that controversy of being everybody wants to play victim. We want that to end. We want black progress to take place, and we want it to be instigated from within. We want that to start from within. We want us to empower ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get some type of pride and racial pride off of watching the white power structure implode. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that, even if it implodes, what are we gonna do? How organized are we? What do we have set in place as a people? What direction are we headed in as a people? Are we not following the lead of these music execs, Jewish or whatever they are, that is directing us toward chaos through our music? Or is that not what they're publicizing? And is that not what we watch and stream and validate and condone?
I pray, oh God, that we will see him again. In Jesus' name I pray.
Now, interestingly enough, this hasn't been the only black woman or black person.
So many black people want to send Charlie Kirk to hell as if they God. As if our community is not marred with degeneracy, hatred, death, and destruction. Make it make sense, man. Like I said, we are not in no type of position to be trying to look down on anybody at this point. We are not in no type of position to be trying to take pride or some type of joy in watching white society crash and burn. Like, that makes no sense. It really makes no sense. And this one incident of white on white violence does not take away from the fact of the multiple incidents of black on black chaos throughout this country. It doesn't take it. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't make it feel any better. I know it may make a lot of y'all feel better to be able to point the blame and to be able to deflect from the issues that are plaguing the black community, but it doesn't change the facts. This man, he could be doubted. You could kill 100 people that's talk like Charlie Kirk, but if Charlie Kirk and these people was telling the truth, it don't change what he was saying. It don't change what people like me say unapologetically. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm not with y'all. I'm with God. That's my mindset. I'm with the truth. I'm with positivity. I'm with love. And trying to take some type of political win or a social win in the fact that white people commit white crime as well publicly, and you know a lot of things are plastered online as far as what we do with shit. I just wish we cared more about ourselves as much as we cared about hating white folks. That's all. I mean, I swear.
To make headlines for supporting Kirk and Trump. MAGA supporter Danielle Carter Walters just last week was strongly encouraged President Donald Trump to send the National Guard to Chicago. And now, more recently, when it came to Charlie Kirk, Walters would make an effort to defend some of the things Kirk had to say about the black community. According to her, Kirk wasn't lying and that black people need to stop playing the victim.
To see people get on here and celebrate the death.
Care about your own community as much as you care about your own community as much as you care to see other communities. And that goes for everybody. That's how I feel about everybody. Care about your own community as much as you care about seeing other communities crash and burn. That goes for everybody. No matter the fucking race. Care about your own community just as much as you care about seeing communities crash and burn. And I honestly feel that way. Like, we care more about seeing white people crash and burn than we care about our own brothers and sisters. And that's facts. And that's what this whole video is about. That's what this whole stream is about. It's calling out the hypocrisy that goes on within my own community, within the black community. And that is, we love to see whiteness crash, burn, go through hell, feel like it's some type of feel like it's some type of justice or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual justice being taken and karma being taken place against white folks. When the fact is, we create our own karma out here, man. We can literally end a lot of things that are pervasive in the black community right now, man. We can try to get our women to care for themselves, to have love for themselves, to take pride in their appearance, to take pride in their education, to take pride in their family, to take pride in their chastity and their discernment, to not be out here busting down, having multiple baby fathers. I've seen this myself. I got a sister that got multiple baby fathers. So, like, and it's not a projection. It's just what I see. She's not no different than a lot of other people out here. Her damn self. Like, she's not individual. She's not different. That's literally a stereotype. Black women with multiple baby daddies. Western culture has perpetuated this, and black people have taken and run with it because they've done it strategically. They want the black family to break down. They love the breakdown of the black family, and that's the type of things Charlie Kirk said, man. Try to bring light to violence. He said it, like I said, it was politically and polarizing and politically charging, and a lot of the things, his rhetoric, yes, it was. Just like me, a lot of things I say is insensitive. You know what I'm saying? It just is. Only things I have a heart in a lot of things I say sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I actually do care about the victims. You know what I'm saying? I see that it's a gray area in life, man. It's not, everything is not black and white. It's not. But for the most part, for what I see, anecdotally, black folks get off on white trauma porn, man. Just like black folks say white folks get off on black trauma porn, it's the same way for black folks. Because it gives us a humorous, because that's what I've seen online, people making light of it, people making humor of it. It gives us a flippant, humorous outlet for our own dysfunction. So I'll ask, that's the question I pose to black folks out there, anybody out there listening. Why does it please you to see white chaos more than it pleases you to see black excellence? That's deep, ain't it? Why does it please you? Why does it amuse you Why does it light you up on the inside to see white dysfunction, death, chaos, more than it pleases you to see your own family not having generational curses, not holding grudges, being able to be open with your resources and wealth? Give me 1 second. Cool beans, man. I had to do some work, man. Had to do some work, man.
Charlie Kirk is disgusting. First, to see people who didn't even follow him, didn't even know who he was until he died, to see people who never even listened to anything he said, not one debate, but to share.
See, I actually listen. So that's my biggest difference between me and a lot of people who just spewing hatred, blind hatred, due to the fact that he used any type of racial element in any of his speaking points, even though he talked about many other things: pro-life, abortion, it's gun rights, LGBT, as far as all stuff like that, LGBT rights, and just the God, speaking life as far as from a biblical perspective. Man, he was way more than just race, and that's coming from a black man that actually, like I said, I listen to. I'm a podcaster myself. I'm a streamer myself, so I like to listen to differing perspectives because I feel like that is actually one of the better things you can do as a person in this world. Having a closed off perspective, or just closing your mind off to other perspectives is nothing that's positive in that. I'm telling you right now. Like you can learn something from anyone. You know what I'm saying? And Charlie Kirk was actually a very good speaker. He was. That's probably one of the best things he had going for him is his oratorical skills, his ability to move the crowd, his ability to keep his composure when he was pressed by a lot of emotional folks, just spewing all type of ad hominems and disrespectful rhetoric. He's able to keep composure and still go back and forth with them with banter at in my opinion, a very high intellectual level. So I rock with Charlie Kirk just for reasonings like that. Because me myself, I take pride in my ability to eloquent and speak and relay a message to that one that reaches many ears. Not just the black community, just everyone, every walk of life, every community. I want it to be able to be palatable and just understandable for anyone that wants to listen to it. I don't want to be closed off, mentally or intellectually to anyone, because I feel like you're talking on deaf ears. That who does that help? Who does that improve? So yeah, myself, man, I just love it. You know what I'm saying? I love being able to impact with my voice in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Alone. It's a powerful thing. Powerful thing. And I love it, man. So yeah, man, I say the same. R.P. Charlie Kirk, man, because a lot of the things he said, I speak highly of myself. Black violence is real. You know what I'm saying? Like just like white violence is real. But the thing is this: we have to be honest about what's going on in our communities, man. We got to be honest about who's out here allowing socioeconomics to be the excuse or the reasoning behind illogical movements, if that makes sense. We blame white society for historically keeping black folks or in this country in a state of deplorability. Give me 1 second, man. Hit that like button for me. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, y'all, man. Had to holler at the supervisor. Get some of the lays. Get some of the goings on laid out. But man, I lost my train of thought, man. But yeah, I was going in. Really just say basically how Charlie Kirk was right a lot of times and a lot of things he said.
Repost things that's taken out of context. Now let's be very clear. It's what they always do, like they always have done. They take a sound bite or they take a clip of what you said and they put it out there. 99% of the things Charlie Kirk said, I agree with him totally. Especially when he talked about the black community. What did he say wrong?
What did he say wrong?
You all can tell me that he said, especially about the black father.
Bruh, what did he say that was so wrong? It's just the fact that he's white. Is the fact that a white conservative speaking head said it. That's it. And then to me, that's a hypocritical. If somebody can't speak the truth only due to their pigmentation, that's hypocritical, man. Even if that's telling you something that would be conducive for the betterment of your own kind and your own community and society. But the fact that they're saying it is the biggest issue, not the fact that the actual issue exists. It's the fact that the optics or the color of the person that's speaking the truth is the only factor that you take fault with, and not the actual issues. There's something wrong with that, man. There's something very, very wrong with that, man. Because see, if that was a white doctor telling you that you need to do something in order to prevent some type of health issue, you'd listen to him wholeheartedly. Or if it's a teacher, an instructor, anything like that, most black people would be on their knees with open ears. But the fact he tells you something that actually is, I guess, a call to task for you or for your community, you feel like that's not his role or not his place to be able to say something like that, even though it's in the long term it's bettering your society and your health. But it's the fact that he says it. See, that's the biggest hypocrisy that I've seen, man.
Not being in our communities, especially, and it's glorified, especially about the amount of funerals we have.
Glorified.
And the killings and the death and the black on black crime that we have in our communities. Especially when he said we celebrate people who don't even mean us any good. We celebrate Sexy Red.
What did I just say earlier in my video, man? This stream, man, hit that like button. Hit that like button, throw some on that Cash App if you feel so obliged, man. Link in the description box. Cash App, PayPal, man. Show some love to this boy, man. Trying to get out here, get it in off the mud, man. We celebrate Cardi B. We say free Young Thug. We celebrate Sexy Red. Celebrate whores and degenerates, killers, thieves, fucking sexual deviants like I forgot that dude name, the booty bandit, booty warrior ass nigga. We give him platforms to come on here and do all these fucking little trendy ass pop the balloon shits. We sit around here, we donate money to that guy that killed the cop, that randomly killed and drove his vehicle into the cop just because his son got shot when he was running around in a stolen vehicle with guns. We get him money to Kamala Anthony. We get him money to get to that guy. We are a bunch of hurt ass people, man. Hit that like button, man. But we are a bunch of hurt ass people out here as black people in America, man. And we out here trying to disguise that hurt. And it's not working, man. Well, I mean, like people like me, I'm tired of it. I got black fatigue. I'm tired of speaking on it, man, because you're only gonna be called out. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm getting tired of telling y'all the truth, man, because y'all see it and y'all just acting obtuse and blind to the facts. That's just facts. So I'm tired of speaking on it, man. My lips getting numb from talking this shit and telling the truth, man. So it's funny how, like I said, a white person doing it is such a big deal, man.
Celebrate Meg the Stallion. We celebrate these people who promote violence.
Y'all celebrate Cardi B getting her back blew out by some random ass nigga that got all these kids. Oh, but they celebrities and got money, so it's all right. Nigga, that's dysfunction, bro. That's dysfunction, bro. Like so you telling me the only reason that it's right is because they got money? Because if that was anybody else out here doing that, y'all be out here raising hell, man. But dysfunctionality, being dysfunctional, it's celebrated in the black community, man. by a certain demographic of ignorant fucks. They celebrate dysfunction, bro. And they celebrate death, bro. Like I said, they was the main ones laughing and jovial and celebrating the death of this man. He ain't did shit to you, but talk, give his opinion. If it wasn't truth to it, wouldn't nobody be outraged. And that's a fact too. If it wasn't truth to what some of the things he was saying, people wouldn't even be outraged. And that's a motherfucking fact.
Who promote single motherhood, who promote victim mentality, who promote death, everything that's killing us in our community.
It is noted that Walters, who happens to also be the vice president of the Chicago Flips Red organization, has actually directed her frustration at Hughley in the past, as she would call for Hughley and others alike to be canceled back in 2024.
We need to cancel D.L. Hughley. We need to cancel Roland Martin. We need to cancel Steve.
That's a fine black woman right there. I'm gonna tell you that though.
Steve Harvey. We need to cancel class. Everybody who tried to lead us into a burning building.
So let's talk about it more in the comments below. How do you feel about black people defending Charlie Kirk? And what specifically has he said that you think people should identify him as a racist? Stay up to date for the latest news in comedy, culture, and sports by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. If you enjoy content like this, check out hypersclub.com to get a membership, to watch full interviews and more original content. And if you have a story you think we should cover, send us a message now at hyperalerts.com.
Let me just clarify. Y'all made me obsessed with Charlie Kirk. This came out of the blue for me. I never cared for bro content like this. Nothing against what he said. I was just never interested in clicking his videos to see what he had to say. But y'all made me deep dive and go down this rabbit hole because there was no possible way that y'all seen the same video I saw and half the world rejoiced.
Right. Hey, what up, Richard, brother?
Yeah, all right.
Here you go. Oh, what's the name? What's my damn? Oh yeah, Don wanted me to tell somebody that it's some black footprints in the men's bathroom in Building E. He want me to tell that to somebody.
All right, thank you, bro.
Oh, no problem.
Yep.
All right. Cool. It's all cool in the game, man.
And I'm just sitting here like, there's no way. Immediately, I'm sitting here like, bro, nobody deserves to go out like that in front of all them kids, in front of his family. And y'all rejoiced it. Y'all celebrated it. And y'all ain't even had nothing to do with it. So I said, bro, he must have said something. I'm missing something. I'm seeing creators that used to talk about God and is going to get on here and compromise their belief, religion, faith to celebrate death.
Yep.
We're talking about something that's biblical that you should never do. And folks is coming on here doing it. So I said, I got to deep dive into what he said because
because this is the thing. The hatred that black people have for white people is more than that. It's actually, the hate is more powerful than the love they have for each other. Y'all just maybe make another status. The hatred black people have for white people is more than the love black people have for one another. Let me say that one more time. The hatred black people have for white people. I'm gonna just say,
tour started.
Why, yes.
That ignorant ass, stupid ass bitch Cardi B, man. That stupid ass bitch ain't shit. See, and then it's the optics, and then she's sitting down here. It's the optics of it all. She's in like, because we got a lot of ignorant ass, feeble-minded bitches in our black bitches in our community, and especially in the Western society, and you continue to condone horrorism because you got a couple millions in the bank, so that means you exempt from having any type of class or decorum in your lifestyle. You got all these kids now. You better have another one with another man, and you married and shit. Like, what kind of fucking pride, class, respect, any of this shit, morals do you fucking have? And then this is the thing that gets passed down to the next generation, and it becomes the norm. It becomes trendy because people are very impressionable, very ignorant, very stupid, and don't have their own individual thoughts to go off of their own individual lives. They're ignorant, stupid, and it's perpetuated over and over and over. You wonder why. You wonder why. Oh. All right, you're welcome. Have a good one. All right, you need a key? This one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool. This thing up. I wonder why. Sometimes I wonder why. Shine like the summertime. They say them folks gave them a heap of time. I wonder why. Sometimes I wonder why. Hit that like button for me, man. Subscribe to the channel TNP, man. We coming with that fire work every day. Fire content. All right. Hey, morning. Right. Just right, chill. Cool. Alrighty.
Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
No, please.
Nah, they all taken.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, man. You have a good one. I wonder why. Sometimes I wonder why. Man, this is a beautiful day today, though. Ain't too many good football games coming on today. That's the only thing I don't really like. Ain't that many good matchups in college football. I'm thinking about holding my gun on it this week. It's a lot of shitty, stinky ass matchups I don't fucking like. Just being honest. There's a lot of matchups I don't particularly care to watch this week, man. But yeah, I had to just go in on this today. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hopefully you can make this a channel that you continuously and regularly tune into and subscribe to. This TNP, this big cow, controversial cow, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping in, and wanting to have this conversation with us this morning, man, because it's needed. It's so needed. I've been in here about 2 hours now, just talking, giving my perspective on the events of the last week. and it's just going a little deeper, and as far as introspectively talking about black culture and the hypocrisy of a lot of things we've seen transpire this past week. As far, we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We know that a lot of folks don't want to tell the issues that plague the black community, as that lady just said in that articulated in that video. It's violence, it's fatherlessness, it's gangs, it's violence, it's degeneracy, it's SAs all across everywhere, and that goes for all walks of life. But I'm just saying, let's stop acting like black community is just so clean that we don't have skeletons and deep-rooted issues and generational curses that plague us. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact. It's just a fact. So lying doesn't change the facts. It may make us feel better for the moment. It may make you feel better to celebrate and talk about white on white violence, because you know why? Because optically it's not something that we see so much. We see the trailer trash folks and shit like that, but culturally we see way more melanated folks out here committing acts of violence. And maybe that's the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We love to say that excuse. Maybe it's the algorithm. We love to make that excuse. So let's say that. But people that's actually out here living as a black person in America, we know it's not the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. Give me a second. Let me unlock these doors real fast. And you see, for me as a black man, intelligent, articulate black man, it's more than just being entertaining, and it's more than just being provocative. That's not what TNP is all about. I want to be informative, educational. I want to be thought-provoking. I want to give us a differing perspective that doesn't allow us to fall victim to a victim mentality. That doesn't allow us to be enthralled with emotionality. It doesn't allow us to be able to overlook pivotal things that will improve us as a society. But we're too fearful to call it out, because we're afraid to be ostracized, to be called coons or black white supremacists, as some of these liberal weirdo faggot ass motherfuckers love to say out here, as if that's some type of intellectual. Like, I had somebody try to tell me that thought he knew me, an old teammate tried to tell me I'm out here speaking I'm a white black supremacist. Like, just the ignorance that's perpetuated from black folks in America, bro. A lot of these people are raised like straight up bitches. Just being honest. Raised like straight up bitches, man. And then people like me who was unafraid of black folks, I'm unafraid of all folks. Just like Charlie Kirk was, man. He took a bullet just for being so unafraid. And that's bravery, man. He went out here and talked to crazy, illogical, young, dumbass, impressionable folks just because they were voters. And he would just want to have dialogue with them, man. Civil discourse. See, the black community, that's one thing I'll give us. We're not that violent when it comes to politics. But let it come to anything else. Let it come to disrespect. Let it come to money. Let it come to gangs, sets, illogical things that they don't in neighborhoods. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let a family member do something wrong, and we'll circle the wagon on that family member, as opposed to calling them you know what I'm saying, calling them out on their whatever they done. We rather point the finger at somebody else. So that's facts. We rather excuse ignorant ass behavior.
Is he on the status of Hitler? What am I missing? And somebody said, well,
see, that's the crazy thing. Black people would love to make this man Hitler. Let's be honest. Black people and liberals would love to make Charlie Kirk in the image of a Hitler or a Stalin, of a person who condoned mass eradication of a people based on their race alone. They would love, black folks and liberals would love to liken a Charlie Kirk to an Adolf Hitler. When if you want to talk about mass genocide, we can talk about the abortion problem in the black community. We can talk about the black on black violence in the black community. When we're only, like, as they say, we're only 13%. And when you look at these, go on, I dare you, when you go online, they have a literal picture. I forgot it. You look up gun deaths. It is a memorial website. I can't even find it. I'm gonna try to, I can't find it. I'm gonna find it real fast. Give me a second. I'm gonna find this memorial. When you look at it, it is nothing but black faces. It's a gun violent report of everybody in the black community, basically. Let me see if I can find that bad boy. I mean, not the black community, but everybody in the United States. No, this is Gun Violence America. That's all I'm gonna look up. And it has a picture of all the Gun Violence Archive. It has a picture of all the people. Gun Violence America Memorial. Here it is, National Gun Violence Memorial. Other than law enforcement, look at this, Jace Edwards. That was in Charlotte. Yeah, see, that's where I'm from. September 17th. That's where I'm from. So let's talk about this custody charge. 2 in custody, charged with first-degree murder and shooting death of 4-year-old boy in Steel Creek. But we love to paint the picture as if this is not a problem in our community. And these are the guys. Angelo Lamont Hudson left, Jordan Chandler Davis center, and Marquise Edward Guerrera right. 4 suspects captured in Raleigh. On Thursday morning, at 4 suspects. So how is a 4-year-old child, they're not in custody? CMP said they found and taken into custody by members of CMPD Steel Creek Division and SWAT. The men were brought into CMPD. So arrests made in Steel Creek. Charlotte Mecklenburg Police announced Thursday that 3 men, Marquise Guerrera, they killed a 4-year-old boy. 4 suspects now in custody and facing charges related to his death. So let's hit that like button for me. So when people say Charlie Kirk and people like me are being white supremacists, I'm a white supremacist black skin, and he's being racist. And then you scroll down and see something like this. It's 3 black men right here. I'm sure the 4th is black. You know, kill a little ass black boy. Matter of fact, let's play this shit.
An hours-long standoff on Rivergate Parkway and Duval Drive on Wednesday ended with 3 men arrested.
Let's play this shit.
Of stealing several cars and killing a child. They ended here, but investigators say it started in Cabarrus County.
Our investigators worked tirelessly over the last 30 hours following the together numerous details.
Hey, how you doing?
Jordan Davis, Marquise Guerrier, Angelo Hudson, and Anthony Abel are all in police custody on murder charges. Investigators say they went on a 3-county crime spree Wednesday, stealing several cars. According to police, the spree started in Cabarrus County, where they allegedly stole a Dodge Durango. Surveillance video shows the Durango at the cigar court scene in southwest Charlotte. There, someone allegedly saw the suspect stealing a Dodge Charger, and one of the men fired, with a bullet killing 4-year-old Jace Edwards while he slept. At some point, the men were allegedly in York County and snatched a Chevrolet Camaro. Later in the day, York County deputies spotted the suspects in a stolen white Jeep Cherokee.
Officers located that Cherokee in southwest Charlotte, and a vehicle pursuit ensued, ending around the 16,000 block of Duval Drive in the Steel Creek Division. That pursuit resulted in a barricade situation.
Detectives say Hudson admitted to the crimes and said he was with the other suspects. Charlotte members of police say there are still pieces they're working to put together about the crimes.
This happened during a time of day when people are getting out of bed, getting ready for school, bus stop, parents are getting ready for work. This is the
Stolen
time
vehicle
of
spree
day
that led to fatal shooting of 4-year-old boy.
preparing for your day, not a time to be interrupted by violence and trouble.
What excuse is it that they can have for why this black boy was killed with these dumb grown ass young men out here shooting and killing motherfuckers? What's the excuse as to why this young boy lost his life? What's the fucking excuse? Why? Give me a second, man. Just give me 1 second. Oh, all right, man. Y'all got my undivided attention. Y'all got my undivided attention now, man.
One neighbor close to the shooting victim's family is calling for the suspects to receive the death penalty for the child's death. For now, reporting in Charlotte, Shakir Speaks, Queen City News.
How does y'all stealing vehicles end up with a 4-year-old boy getting killed? And then we say we don't got a gun and violence problem in the black community, bro. How? How does he get killed? Found and taken into custody. How did this boy get killed? Murder charge and will be extradited. Huh? Vehicle theft turns deadly. The investigation began Wednesday. Several suspects tried to steal a Dodge Charger parked outside a home on Cigar Court. They attempted the theft, took a tragic turn when the gunfire erupted around 6 a.m., striking a home and killing 4-year-old Jace, who was asleep inside. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Multiple stolen vehicles. Police believe the suspects were trying to break into the Charger after arriving in the stolen Dodge Durango, which was reportedly being taken earlier that morning from Cabarrus County. Surveillance video captured the suspects during the theft, and court documents said the group fled in multiple stolen vehicles, including a Jeep and Chevy Camaro, linked to another theft in York County. So these niggas out here stealing vehicles all through where I'm from. This is where I'm from. So this is where I get my anecdotal data when people try to sit here and lie and shit like that. Try to say like black folks are just motherfucker out here being choir boys out here and shit like this. These niggas is ages from 20 to 24 when they out here committing violent acts, stupidly hurting motherfuckers. So what happened? The person who owned the vehicle came out and seen you, and then you thought the smart thing would do to start shooting at the fucking house to bat them back. They saw you fucking stealing their vehicle and might have came outside with a gun because they scared of a motherfucker out here, and then you just started firing at their house and killed their kid. Is that what happened? But been taking surveillance video captured the suspect said the group fled. The gas station helped investigators identify several of the suspects. Police pursuit following Hudson was confessed to being involved. He was at the scene and heard gunfire as the group attempted to the car break-in. He claimed shots were fired from someone inside the Durango based on his statement and supporting evidence and others with murder. So due to the fact that Joe's stupid, selfish ass wants to steal vehicles, this young boy lost his life. Due to the fact that these three, they could have got jobs. These four young men, black men, are going to be incarcerated for the rest of their fucking lives, charged with murder for the 4-year-old's death. They out stealing shit in my own backyard. Cabarrus County is where I'm from. And they out here in Charlotte, from York County, Mecklenburg County to fucking Cabarrus County, stealing vehicles. And they end up shooting at a house of one of the people's vehicles they were trying to steal, the Charger, and they end up killing somebody's child. And you trying to tell me there's not a black on black gun violence problem, a black on black violence problem in America? Like I said, this is only one occurrence. This just happened yesterday, I believe. So this, y'all go to this website. Look at this young fucking beautiful child, man. Got his life taken. Excuse me, that was on the 17th, 3 days ago. And they talking about we don't have a gun, we don't have a black on black violence problem, we don't have a criminality problem. These dudes out here stealing on fucking car sprees in North Carolina. Like this is fucking New Jersey. Goddamn New Jersey Drive. They out here stealing vehicles. But let's look at some of these guys. These are cops. The other people were cops that got killed. But let's look at some of this shit. You get the white folks, Tanner Staggs, but I'm telling you, it's black. When you go through, you load through and look at all this shit, it ain't nothing but black people death. Black. Couple of Hispanics, black lady, assistant principal, Nerissa Lee. All these are people who succumb to due to gun violence. Black in Wisconsin, black lady in Illinois. Some people don't got pictures, but when you roll through, it ain't nothing but black people. Black, when the ones that got images, ain't nothing but black folks. Black for the majority is black, for black and Hispanics, but for the majority is black folks. Tavares Pfeiffer, North Carolina. Charlotte, lost his life September 16th. Man arrested after deadly double shooting near homeless camp in East Charlotte. Of course, you see the law enforcement, but for the most part, man, it's nothing but black folks. And they got the state in which they was at. Black lady from North Carolina, where I'm also from, like I said. Black. Another black Wyatt Mason, September 14th, North Carolina. Aubrey Randall Williams got his mug shot up there from Georgia. Lost his life on September 14th. Man found shot to death in yard in Sussex Drive in Macon. I'm sure Charlie Kirk gonna be on here. But you kind of get my picture and you get catch my drift. Go online, man. Check this thing out, man. They got the gun deaths of people. They got the dates. They got the states. Black. Even though we love to say black people are just innocent, we ain't doing nothing. We all church boys out here. We all altar boys. We out here reading the Bible every day. We out here marrying the women we have sex with. We out here, you know what I'm saying, volunteering for the homeless shelter, feeding the homeless. You know what I'm saying? We out here walking the old ladies across the street, holding their hands. Look at this right here. Black. Hispanics, blacks. Charlie Kirk on the 10. Got his picture on there. Sad. But you see right afterwards, look at this. Black. The people that are dying in this country, for the majority, are not white. You can say what you say. You can say he's propaganda. You can say it's intraracial. You can talk all that shit, but the results still are right there, sitting in your motherfucking face. It don't matter who's out here spitting these statistics. The fact still remains. Black people are losing their lives disproportionately compared to any other race in America, man. And we can say interracial till we blue in the face, man. I ain't gonna go there. I'm just gonna speak the facts, man.
He would have did that for you. Well, I don't care. My morals would never allow me to celebrate death. Doesn't matter.
Charlie Kirk was not the bad guy here, man. I just wanted to be reiterated. Hey, man, hit that subscribe button. Show some love on that Cash App, man. It's in the links in the description box. But Charlie Kirk wasn't the problem, man. Charlie Kirk only shed a light on issues that plagued a certain community, and he was villainized for that and vilified for that. So I do the same thing, and I'm vilified by my own community. And I couldn't give less of a shit, because why? Tough love is the best love. Tough love actually means they care about you. And that's the thing that you don't understand when you're the person receiving the tough love. You think that this person is just singling you out. You think they're disrespecting you. You think that they're just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you think that it's an individual thing where they're trying to just call you out and singling you out, but that's not it. That person wants better for you. I want better for the black community. I want better for this world. I want better for all humankind. That's just me. That's just my own personal hang up. I hate violence. I hate violent people. I hate destructive people. I hate hateful people. I dislike hate. I hate violence. I detest violence. Senseless violence. I detest it. It has no place in a civilized society. Point blank period. It has no place in a civilized society. Gun violence, death, discourse, it has no place in a civilized society, man. And I will continue to speak out and speak for that until I'm blue in the face. And I really don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care who naysays. It is what it is, man. But we about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate it. It's been a good little bit of
So the fact that you've been compromised, I have to get down to the bottom of it. And not just one person.
I'm gonna get up out of here though, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with TNP, man. We got 44 people in the building still. We got 64 likes. If you're in here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We got more content coming out, man. This is just the beginning. We ain't even got close to getting started, man. It's a beautiful day out here, man. We gotta go home, watch some football, stay peaceful, stay out the way. You know, that one thing about Colorado is if a crime is interracial, it's not a lot of me here, so I do not have to worry about that. Hey, it is what it is. It's not something that I'm sitting around, as opposed to being in the black community where they say crime is socioeconomic and they blame money and poverty on why people want to destroy and maim and kill other folks. Like, what part of the game is it where you have to steal cars in order to make a living? You know what I'm saying? We end up getting a little boy popped and killed over your own degeneracy, your own greed, your own lust for money and materialism. End up going the fact where you're out here stealing, robbing in vehicles and breaking the law and jeopardizing people's lives. So what part of the game is that, man? What part of black love is that? So yeah, I'm gonna continue to keep speaking out and being an advocate for the voiceless, the people that's afraid to be called coons publicly, to be called as black white supremacists, whatever the hell these weirdo liberal ass, degenerate validating, fucking black, what's the word? Damn. Well, you always make excuses for yourself. Black victimhood pushers, black victimhood and race peddlers and pushers. These people are going to continue to be divisive and literally speak rhetoric that helps your death, that leads you to your death, and helps validate the fact that crime is interracial and crime is the only reason they're doing this because they're impoverished. It has nothing to do with culturally black people we don't have no issues. White people are really the bloodthirsty people and all this divisive, stupid ass rhetoric that's literally condoning violence in our communities. But hey, here's what it is, man. I'm gonna end it on this, man. 47 people in here. Got to get out of here, man. Trump, hit that like button. Throw something on that Cash App. We feel so obliged. Appreciate you tapping in with me. It's your boy, Big Cal, man. We get out of here. Appreciate it. It's been a good stream. It's been a great stream. Man, I love it.
Charlie Kirk is dead. Oh, I know. He acknowledged what he thought was problems in our communities and offered solutions. Hard work, fathers in a home, education.
Yep.
That's what y'all mad at. Somebody telling you to work hard, marry before having children.
Take education seriously. Hey, man. Hey, we got people out here cooking, man. People are really out here cooking, and there's people out here that's really seeing through the bullshit, man. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really, really do, man. I appreciate y'all looking through a lot of this stuff, man. And reading through the people like shout out to Tariq Nasheed, but me, even like him, he's a race hustler. He's a race hustler and a race peddler, man. And he profits off of keeping a certain demographic of black people ignorant as fuck, mad at white people, angry and looking the other way toward their own problems and issues. And really being emotional and not able to have no type of civil discourse with anybody else without calling them racist, which basically ends the civil discourse. If you sit around calling people racist all the time, you're not going to be able to have a good conversation with anybody, just being honest. That's just facts though, man. But we out of here, man. It's Big Cal, TNP. Love y'all, man. Love the love. Peace and love out here, man. We're going to be streaming all day and come back with some more live streams in a little bit. I mean, I appreciate y'all tapping in with your boy, man. We out of here.